Okay, so Anshika, just tell me something about yourself.
Yes, sir. So my name is Anshika Mishra, and I am from Kanpur, UP, and I have done my schooling from St. Mary's Convent High School in Kanpur.
Hmm.
And to describe myself, I would say that I'm a very easygoing and a friendly person. I am a team player, and I love to work with people. I love to speak, and because I was a school captain in class 12, therefore I have the experience of working with people, working with the team, and also I was in class 11, I was a part of the editorial board, so I've worked with people there also. So I have quite experience of working with people, and basically I'm a very friendly person. I love to make friends
What are your
and
hobbies, Anshika?
yes, so my hobbies are I love to listen to music. I love music. I don't sing, but I love to listen to music.
Okay.
I also like to watch movies. I like to play badminton, and I like as in my interest. One major interest that I have, I would not say major, but sort of interest is I like fashion. Like I like to know more about like luxury brands, like just for as an interest. And
Okay.
yeah,
So you said you were your school captain, house captain, and all. So any instance of which you recall where it was test of your leadership or people skills?
yes,
Can
sir.
you
So
explain that?
actually, yes, sir, yes, sir. So actually, in our school there were four houses, and I was the captain of the blue house. And so I've been in the same house since class six. And so ever since, or I mean, ever since I could remember, our house used to lose. Like every time it would come fourth position. Like we have our annual sports competition, which is an inter-house competition, and our house would always be the fourth one for some reason, always. And ever since I was in class six, for them, as a matter of fact, it was always fourth. But when I was the captain in class 12, my house actually ended up coming at the second position. We won. We have shields like for pyramid and for march pass and for discipline and athlete. So we got two. We got two um, shields also, which was for pyramids. So basically, we come first in terms of pyramids, and for march pass also, and for discipline, we came second. So I think that was the moment because our house was actually lacking motivation. Nobody had the spirit. Everybody, because it is expected. It was actually every time it was expected that our house will lose. The children were all they had no motivation. So it was really hard to convince them to bring out that zest to do
What
something for the house.
intervention you tried or what difference you made when you
Uh, Yes, sir. So actually, sir, during when we started our practices for the various events, I every day talked to all the members of my house, like from sixth class to 12th, everyone, and I tried to. I don't always try to motivate them and bring up because, as I said, everyone sort of expects that our house will lose. Nobody really has that spirit. So I tried my
which
100%.
sorry to cut you, what single factor you think is important or most important for motivation?
I think, sir, the most important thing is to, for in order to motivate people, is to get or is to speak in a way that they think that I care, and also that they can feel a sense of connection with me and at a personal level. They should not like they should not consider me. That is what I thought, that they should not consider me as their leader only or as their captain. I wanted them to consider me or think of me as someone who's genuinely concerned about the house and genuinely wants
Yeah.
their house to win.
Who's your favorite leader?
So favorite leader.
Yeah, a role model or
So
leader.
role model, I don't really have one particular role model. I think, but if I have to answer that my favorite leader, I would say to a certain extent it would be Virat Kohli and
Okay.
also Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Okay. Which quality or which part of the leadership you think that that excites you or that makes you like this kind of leadership?
Okay, so sir, as far as Virat Kohli is concerned, I think something that he brings to the table that none of other leaders have ever done that is his aggression. The way he, if he wants it, he wants it. He will show it on the field. He will show it when he bats. He will show when he fields. He shows when he orders his other members what they have to do, other team players. So I think aggression, which is something that which is not very common in leaders, because a leader is supposed to be, everyone has this perspective of a leader to be very calm, very relaxed, and to play it back. But I think he is complete opposite, and which is something that I really, really admire because he has that energy, he has that aggression, and that fire in his eyes that is very hard to see in other leaders. And I think that is something that makes him what he is today.
Oh, but Mahendra Singh Dhoni has got a completely contrasting style of
Yes,
leadership, and
yes. So I don't, because I am not a very calm type of person. I'm very active. That kind of person. So that quality of Virat is what I resonate with more. But
you believe that being calm doesn't mean being active? Both.
no, no, sir. No, sir. That's not what I meant. I meant that I am not that relaxed, which might not be. I don't know. Which might not be to some people. They might consider that it's
So,
not a good thing. But
don't
to
you
me,
think a major job or a major work or task of leader is take good decisions, and it's
yes.
better to be calm and composed and relaxed to take good decision. In mind which is not calm and composed, it's not able to take good decisions, or their mind becomes cluttered. So, don't you think for leadership, composed or calm mind is more important?
So mind and so the mind, as far as the mind is concerned and the mentality is concerned, of course the person needs to be calm because obviously the team players might be nervous or anxious, but the captain needs to make them believe that and relax them. But I'm not saying calm or relaxed as far as the mindset is concerned. That should be so as to calm the nerves of the team players. That is what a leader is expected to do. But I was talking about the outside. On the outside, when as far as your work is concerned, when you work, and that is what when Virat bats, he's aggressive. When he feels, he's aggressive. But his mindset obviously might not. He is obviously calm because he needs to create that atmosphere in his team to be calm. But I said I love his aggression as far as his external activities is concerned. When he works, he is aggressive. That is what I like about him.
Okay, fair enough. So, what are subjects you have studied in your 12th standard?
So I did commerce. I was on the I took commerce stream. So I did economics, accounts, business studies, English. And maths.
What's your favorite subject?
So it's business studies. Like we call it commerce, but it's actually business studies.
So, which topic or which issue of business studies you like the most?
So I think marketing mix or something like
Marketing. Okay, so what concepts of marketing you have studied in your 12th standard?
that. So we did the four P's. Basically, we did the four P's of marketing. It's in depth of all four of them.
Have you done any case studies or something on that as well? Some examples of four
Uh,
P's?
so yeah, I can give you examples. We've not done any particular case study, but I can give you examples.
So,
Some.
for example, take any product of your choice and just explain the four P's to me.
Okay, so, for example, if 5 star, for example, it's a product.
Yes.
So, first 4P, one of the 4Ps is price. Uh, no, it's product. So, as far as the product is concerned, so it, product mix has labeling, branding, marketing, not marketing, packing and packaging, and basically the decisions regarding the shape and the size of the product is concerned. So, like for example, 5 star has a when 5 star is a brand. So, branding is assigning a brand to a product. So, 5 star was the name that was assigned to that particular chocolate. So that is branding. Then labeling is putting is like the label on the product, which gives the information to the consumers about the content, about the expiry date, and the date of manufacturing. So the packaging of 5-star has all those content in it, on it, which is labeling. Then packaging is concerned. Packaging, it is to design the packet of or the package in which the product has to be placed into the market. So the package in which the chocolate is placed, the designing of that, which has the label on it and the brand name on it and various other information on it, is packaging, and packing is to place the product in that package. So that is packing. And then another P is pricing. Which concerns not only giving or assigning a pricing the or converting the value of the product into price, but also
Suppose
various
you are a
other.
manufacturer of 5-star chocolates. So how will you decide about the price of 5-star?
Okay, sir. So firstly, I would want to not, because it's chocolate, and since they have various ranges of 5-star, like size wise, from very small to very big. So
Yeah, 10
I
gram
would.
5-star packet.
Sorry, sir.
10 gram, that is small packet, that this size.
Yes, sir. So I would, because I would see the competition also in the market, because there are various other brands like Dairy Milk. They also sell chocolates which are very popular. Kit Kat is also popular. So considering that, and considering the demand of the consumers, I would not try to. I will not price product very high. Keep it very cheap, because very cheap competitors are there. Very like 5-star. Sorry. Same as like
What are
5-star, there
approaches
is.
to pricing? So just will come to about rather than cheap and costly, what are approaches to pricing? Have you read about these things? How to decide the price?
So I did factors which affect pricing
Yeah,
of the
what are the
product.
factors?
So first, there are various factors. One factor is the goal of the company or the organization. So if the
Goal
goal
of
or the
5-star company is to earn profits.
so it's okay. So if it is to earn profit, I would um, price the product in such a way that it maximizes the profit of the company, and I would, because the quantity is not like, for the quantity of 5-star is not that much there. So I would not place a 10-gram chocolate at 20 rupees or maybe above 20 rupees.
So
I
we
would
are not
keep
coming
it
in the
below.
price. Just give me approaches. What are factors you will
Sorry,
consider?
sir. Okay. So one being objective. Objective can be profit maximization or risk minimization, or to create a reputation in the market. Another factor which affects pricing is
So let's
competition.
say there are 4 other brands. They sell their chocolates all at 5 rupees. The same
Yes, sir.
kind of chocolate they sell at 5 rupees. So your price of 5-star would be less than 5 or more than 5 or 5.
So less than 5 would be, I think, would not lead to much profit, because it also the cost of production is also something that needs to be taken care of. So I would keep it at, and above 5 is not an option, because then all the consumers will not buy it. They would obviously be attracted towards other products, other chocolates. So not above 5, and below 5, I think, because cost of
For
production.
cost of production, you just mentioned is 6 rupees for 5-star.
Okay.
Because they source organic cocoa from the best of the farms of Mexico. So that's why the price is very high. They are using artificial sweeteners so that it should not lead to diabetes in future. So that's why the cost of production is 6 rupees.
So,
So
sir, in order to, because the company's goal is to earn profit, so if I raise the price below six, then it will not lead to profit, because the cost of production as it is 6 rupees. So I would place it above 6 rupees, and also because it is using sugar, which is artificial sugar, which will not cause diabetes. It's again
so
a
which
plus
part
point.
of 4P you focus on?
Sorry, sir.
Which part of 4P you would like to focus upon?
So right now, so it is pricing.
Pricing you cannot control. I'm saying it's 6 rupees and others are selling at 5 rupees. You have to sell it at
Okay.
least 7 rupees.
Okay,
So,
okay, okay. So I would focus on a promotion. So as to say that more and more people can, I would use various methods of promotion to, so that people get to know that we are using better ingredients and more refined ingredients, and it is less likely to cause diabetes as any other brand. So that
okay.
if more people will know, they will buy it.
So, do you read newspapers and all?
So I try to.
Which newspaper you read?
So recently, though, because of Corona, newspapers are not coming in our house, so I've not been able to
What is
read it.
state of
But I
Corona
used
in India?
in Sir India.
Yeah. How is it doing?
Yes, it's not nice. I think so. Most of the countries which were affected, like Italy or Iran, they have been through that peak, and now the state is still controllable somehow. But now India, since now, I think now India is at the peak. It is the stage in cases where it is at the peak, and I think after few times that rain, because the peak, after we pass this peak, it can be better and might hopefully
So, has
better.
India done better or worse than other countries?
I think so, because India's population is more than any other, like except China, is more than any other most country which was affected. So I think considering that, I think it is done. It is done. I think it is done fairly enough, because the
So
population
we are
is
a
such.
research institute. We are a research
Sorry,
institute.
sorry, sir.
We are a
Sorry, sir.
research institute. Nirma is a
Yes,
research
sir.
institute. We'd like you to delegate this research to compare whether India has done better in other countries or worse than other countries. What are the three indicators you will choose
Okay, sir. So okay, three indicators to show whether it is done better or
to
not.
assess whether we have done better than other countries, comparable countries, or we have done worse
Okay.
than the country?
Okay, so three indicators. First, I would see the recovery rate. Is the recovery rate better in India, or is it better in any other country that was affected?
Okay.
First, I'll see the recovery rate. Second, I would see the number of deaths in our country and in any other country. And third, I would see the population, because it is a major factor, because India is such densely populated country that it is, and for a disease which is so easily transmitted from one person to another, it becomes even more difficult to control,
Which
because it is so
bacteria
densely.
causes COVID disease?
Sorry, sir.
Which bacteria causes COVID disease?
It is which bacteria? It is uh, can't pronounce. It was named as by UN, by WHO. It was named as It was SAR. SA.
So when it is
So
bacteria or virus,
sorry, sir.
we're
It
not
is
a
a
biology.
virus. It is a virus.
Okay, you are not biology student, so I'm not expecting you to distinguish between bacteria and viruses. So, coronavirus, COVID virus, you correctly said it's the SARS family virus. So, just moving away from COVID, corona, why you want to do MBA?
Sir, MBA. Okay. So, sir, ever since class 9, I had taken economics in class 9, and I don't know. Ever since like the thought of career came in my mind, MBA was always the thing that I thought of. I was always somewhat. It might sound a little weird, but I was always fascinated towards this commerce stream as a whole, and MBA management and BBA in particular. I did in class 9. I did economics, which is again a little. I was
Which
working more
part
on
of
the.
corporate or commerce attracts you the most? Why? Which factor you say? Is it money or is it the glamour or it is the prestige or the lifestyle? What attracts you?
Sort of commerce.
Yeah, you said MBA or management or commerce or business studies.
Sir,
Which part
yes.
attracts you? Whether you want to earn a lot of money or you want to lead an organization or
Sir, to,
which
sir,
part
to
you
be
think?
very, very okay, sir, so to be very, very honest, I think, I mean, not just because I love the subject, but also money is an important factor. It's something that you need in your life. It cannot be avoided. At the end of the day, everyone is working to make a living. And I have, as far as leading an organization is concerned, I want to lead an organization someday, but I don't want to open, or I don't want to start up my own organization.
Okay.
I want a
Any
stable
specific
job.
reason? Any specific reason that you don't want
Sir,
to?
I don't know. I have always been inclined towards getting a job and not a business. I don't want to start up a business. I want this well settled job. I don't know if it sounds a little shallow, but I want a well settled job and not business, because business is it's too risky and too. I don't want to do business basically. I don't want to
Okay.
start up.
So why you're going for 5-year MBA? Don't you think it would be better if you can do your graduation and qualify your CA and then have some work experience? Because in the foreign, it is especially developed countries, it is a good practice to have a work experience and go for MBA. So don't you think that would be a better choice of doing MBA rather than doing the rest after 12? It is narrowing down your career options. Maybe after graduation, it will broaden and maybe more job opportunities after doing graduation and MBA and maybe C qualifying CA and CFA.
So, sir, this integrated program, I've seen the curriculum, and I think is it will give me better all-round development, I guess. And also, as far the different first graduation and then MBA is concerned, at the end of 5 years, I will have a job, hopefully. And I think, um, and I think that BBA first and then job is and after then MBA might there's a possibility that I can get a job after bachelor's as well. But I think it's always better to do a job after masters.
Okay. So what you want to achieve from this course? Suppose you are selected, and what difference do you think this course will make in Anshika? Anshika in 2020 and Anshika in 2025. What difference you visualize going forward?
So I hope that all the right now what I have for the subject is just genuine love and a bit of a passion. I want and I hope and I expect that after 5 years, this passion of mine can be converted into a potential asset for me and also for the company that I will be potentially working in. Because obviously, a student, whether it's a student or whether it's an employee who has passion for what he does or what and loves what is offer to them is always something that is good for not just the company but also for me. So
Which
I want
companies,
that.
just sorry to interrupt you, which companies you think are your target list? Have you thought of
uh,
some dream companies to work in?
Not I did not really think about a dream company as yet, but I don't know something. The
Have
there's
you
Deloitte.
have you
Has,
thought or researched or found out about job options after doing this integrated program? Have you talked to any alumni or something who is working?
no, sir, I'm not talking to
Have you
anyone.
gone through our website to see which jobs have been provided or maybe our resident where alumni are working, which companies they are working, which roles they are working,
Yes, so they're working in. I have seen that they're working in some of the some top companies
such as.
of India, such as I saw Google and Deloitte also, as far as
But
I
Google is
remember.
more of a tech company, so you need to have a tech background. Don't have a tech
So
background.
yes, but I think management because it provides the student with the knowledge of how to manage and how to market, which is something that I think even a tech company would require because I think they also want to sell the product
Do you
and
think
want
Google
to.
needs marketing?
I think sir, every company, even though it's at the top of the game, they would require some sort of marketing. That is why they every day we see some sort of ad or on our laptops or on a TV. So I think marketing every company needs, because advertising is advertising or basically promotion or any sort of marketing for the matter is essential for any company. So because the competition in the market. So I think yes, it would be fine.
So you have studied mathematics as well?
Yes, sir, I did mathematics.
So you hate mathematics?
I hate.
Yeah.
I would not say hate, but I did not really enjoy. I was not very fond of.
So I don't know, management is more about mathematics only. Most of the
Yes, sir,
subjects
I
they
know.
have. So if you don't
Yes, sir,
enjoy
I'm aware of that.
mathematics, how can you believe that you will enjoy management?
So I don't. I will not say that I don't. I've studied maths for all my life, actually, all 12 years. So I know how it is. But I don't hate it, or I don't want to study it. I know it. I I am doing BBA and MBA for the matter, so I know maths is involved, and I'm ready to do it. I don't mind it. I was not. I would say I don't 100% like I don't love it, but I know I will be able to do it. I think I will.
Anything specific you want to ask me or inquire about?
So I would want to know if there are if there is any particular internship that is provided during our 3 years of BBA.
Okay. Anything else? Just trying to
No, sir.
clarify that we are a academic institution. We are not a placement agency. So we can guarantee you the education and degree, jobs and internships. That is something which decided a market and your caliber and approach of reach of your placement committee. Anything else you'd like to ask?
No, sir.
So your when is your interview scheduled, Shika?
Sir, tomorrow at 3:30.
So you would be having 15 minutes interview, 1 5
Yes.
time slot. Yeah. It would be video conference only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the interview was fairly good. So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. A bit of brush ups and maybe refining is required. So that can be done tomorrow first half. That's a good thing that interviews in the second half. So you got good time in the first half. So when you say marketing is your favorite subject, just though your concepts are pretty good, but just brush up the marketing, at least a glossary of marketing. There would be questions on that. If you said so favorite subject I'm studying 12th. So that's an about me. We'll start with about me. About me was a bit lengthy. So that's not required. Any about me more than 60 to 90 seconds attention span interviewer doesn't and he will tend to cut it off. So maybe you can just talk about your school, a bit of your interest, hobbies, and maybe something which is not there on your biodata form. That will give examiner to ask some questions. So you can practice myself about you, and it should not look like that you have recorded it or you have mugged it up and you are just saying. Take some pauses, maybe partial fractional pauses, and continue saying. It should be in a flow, but not it should look like you mugged it up. Everybody prepares, but it should not look like that.
Okay.
That's one. And about when you are asked about COVID-19 and all, so don't give sweeping judgments that India has done good, bad. Just talk about hard numbers. Just check because it's very high likely that there would be COVID questions since it's all over. So we did not get into impact of COVID on economy and all. So there might be questions. They just read one or two good articles on COVID tomorrow morning. That will clarify a few concepts. And when you ask about indicators, if at all interviewer asks,
Hmm.
then you should go for ratios kind of thing, like cases per million population, deaths per million population. Recovery rate, though it's all over newspaper, it's not with a lot of important. It's just cases, testing per million population. That you can talk about these 3 4 things about COVID and just brush up a few economic indicators tomorrow morning. This is the management, what economy is doing, how much was the GDP growth rate last quarter and last year. what is expected. And if asked about which area of management you would like to work after 5 years, you can always be open-ended. That 5 years a long time. I would like to explore all aspects of business management, and will decide where I want to go. And about when examiner says that whether it likes subject or not, don't say that I don't like or I'm not interested in any subject. You say I like all subjects. I've and because this interviews are taken by professors. If there are some professors from statistics area and you say I don't like mathematics, so it might annoy him. Say I like all subjects, and there may be some technical questions because since you are fresh from 12, so there may be technical questions. And the interview questions may or may not be in the same flow which we discussed today. They may be completely different set of questions. When the same examiner asks the next candidate a completely different set of questions. So if leadership comes out, so your answers were good, but don't contradict. And if you want to use what I understand about Virat Kohli, he wanted to say passion. So use passion rather than aggression. So don't contradict your answers. So these just maybe you can rehearse these questions a bit, few things with few words in the leadership, because you have been captain of your house. As soon as you say that, there may be questions on leadership, which aspects of leadership you like, and you can read a good article on leadership on internet. That would be sufficient. I think these were sufficient things. Interview is good. So there be more of exploration. Don't worry about interview. It doesn't test hard knowledge, because that is demonstrated from your academic credentials and entrance exam credentials. It will be more of your personality test, how you perform under stress, how clearly defined have you with your goals and your ambitions, what you understand about management, and about your just past academics. How was that in 12th, whether you have taken keen interest in management subjects or not. So there may be these kind of questions. So nothing to worry about. You have good time. The most important thing is you should have good sleep tonight, study tonight, and have good breakfast tomorrow morning, and read tomorrow's newspaper online. Don't say that I don't get newspapers in today's tech era. So everything is available on single click. So, and just maybe you want to go to website of Nirma and see what kind of placements are offered there. And if at all interviewer asks about anything query you have, don't jump onto the placements, internships and all. First ask about the pedagogy, how are the curriculum, how is the how is taught, whether classroom teachings are there, how whether industry visits are there. And in the last you can ask about internship, but then it's not desired, because every MBA has internship and institute doesn't offer internship. Institute just facilitates it. So you can say whether are the people who have worked, the same question, where the placements, which kind of companies, industries happen. These things you can ask, but we start from the academic point of view, because it's an academic program. And just refine whether why this integrated course. You can say I am decided about my career, I want to get into management. So that's why I want to do 5-year program. As clear as that. Okay. So I think that was a good interview. All the best for your interview tomorrow. Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay. Good night.
you.